Wise words from a new believer.
Even if you don't believe in the wisdom and history that is in here would save a lot of people a lot of time. The more I read the Bible, the more I'm sure they're trying to take it out of our system to make us weaker. Because if you have these things that I'm going to list and talk about that are totally simple and random that I didn't even know were talked about in the Bible, we are stronger. Without these things, we are weaker. So the first thing is relationships and love. Everything in the Bible is about relationships and love. Those are the most important things. Those are more important than your hobbies. If you're putting your hobbies in front of relationships, then it's a problem. If you're putting anything in front of your relationships, it's a problem. That is not how we are meant to live. And this really rings true to me because I feel like we do that all the time as a culture now, and we are more isolated and lonely, and things just are going down because our society tells us that our hobbies, our goals, what we need to achieve, what we need to do, our job, our money are more important than people. Next is community. They talk about community. We're all trying to get more community. And instead, again, we're living isolated lives. It's already built in the Bible how important community is. How we talk. We are actually supposed to be having frank conversations. Like it is, you should be having frank conversation, but we have lost that. We're so scared of offending people. We can't say anything, and it is deteriorating our culture. This idea that God created you to be you, that means all the interests, all the way that you look, where you are, how you talk, the things you're good at, the things you're bad at. God created you to specifically be that. So when you look and envy it, like influencers or famous people, or you just want to be rich or you want to be whatever, you're not doing right by God. We don't value who we actually are. Young girls need this message now more than ever. This idea that you can do anything in the glory of God. What does that mean? You can repair shoes in the glory of God. We in our society think we have to be building a legacy. We have these big egos where if we're not the president of the United States or a blogger that makes millions of dollars or some tech something, that we're no good. We don't appreciate the little things that actually run society, that actually run communities. And this idea of people pleasing, we know it's bad, right? We're like, we need to set boundaries. Good. Well, in the Bible, it explains this because first of all, you should only be pleasing God. You're never going to be able to please everybody. Hustle culture. They talk about how being still or just being present or seeing what the most important thing in the moment is and doing that instead of being little busy bees all the time, instead of always having to do a million things. There's a story about Martha and Mary. Jesus goes to visit Martha and Mary, and Martha's so busy doing things around the house, preparing, doing this, blah, blah, blah. And Mary just sits with Jesus, and Jesus was happy with how Mary was because she just sat and enjoyed the time. And Martha was like, but what about me? I'm doing all this stuff. We do that all the time. We think the busier, the more hustle, the more that we do is the right thing. But we also know it exhausts us and it doesn't always pay out. Like we knew in our hearts it wasn't right. It speaks to that in the Bible.